and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, you're welcome. I'm Ovie EJ. If you're returning, welcome back. So we're talking about the priority pyramid. If you're just coming, we have a video about that where we gave like the overview of the whole scope. It's going to be linked somewhere around here. So we're looking at this whole structure, the priority pyramid, on how these different elements are related, and we explain that in the former video, how we're going to be reclaiming our time through this whole series, understanding how we can make the most of the time we have here to better ourselves, to understand who we are, from the richness of that, create more value, which gets into money, and then we can trade that in society and build a future that we are all proud of, and then manage our urgency, the right frequencies. It all starts with the individual, but collectively, when we do that, we create something beautiful. So today we're going to be looking at avoiding the money trap. And what's the money trap? You probably have heard it that the love of money is the root of all evil. And this saying has been skewed in so many ways and also misunderstood, right? But with this framework, I understood it a little bit better, and I'm going to be explaining this in a bit. One of the things that happens if you're resonating with what's happening in this structure and this dynamic is that you then start thinking, how can I make more money so that I can use my time to do more things that I love? Because the chances are, if you're watching this video and it's resonating, you don't have an overflow of money in your account. And that is a journey that I'm still on into getting a surplus of this. What it is that you need to also think about money very differently in this series. We're going to be thinking about it more as value and restructuring the mind. So just where I am and creating this, I need more money in terms of cash to get better lighting, get better equipment, sort out all that bills so I can do things. But what happens that if I keep too much attention on just getting cash to run the bills, I end up prioritizing things that would take the time that I have, and I can't use that to do things that I love and improve and do things like this video. I then now have to spend so much time getting actual cash, and then I'm prioritizing the wrong things and creating a future that does not allow me to have the best value. I keep getting stuck, I'm not fulfilled, and all those things. So in reprioritizing, and we'll get to that into the different aspects that you can take advantage of this whole structure and where you can go to based off of where you are. But in my unique case, I need to take more time to do stuff like this, record the videos, produce the animation products that I'm doing. And in doing that, I'm creating actual money. The benefits of what I'm doing here with the video, doing content, being more comfortable on camera, doing things I always wanted to do in my head for the longest time, but I realized like by putting it away, I'm getting really bad at it. All of that, this process is me creating value and creating actual money. So the money trap is you have to be thinking about the whole structure, less of cash and more about the value that you're creating on a day-to-day with the time and with the different seasons that you have. So what is the money trap? Is thinking too much about the cash and less about the money in terms of the value created. So you think about the cash more than the money. So money is important. By no means would I say you discard everything and then you just focus on escaping, beating the system. Money in itself doesn't have value. It's important because it makes other things possible, other things important. It's also important because it's created out of a proper value system using your time off of the right things, right? What happens and where it's skewed is we would introduce what we can term a fourth base in the pyramid. And this fourth base would come from the interaction of love directly to money. So when you say the love of money is the root of all evil, in the ideal way for this structure, we're supposed to spend time creating things that we love and then that process gives us value and money. So, in a case when we then love the results, we love the value, we love seeing, I see Alex Homsey, someone like I really like and what he's doing right now. And I want to get the results of what he has. I want to get the value. I want to get the prestige, whatever it is. If I want to rate that over doing the thing, over being the person, over discovering who I am and the things I'm supposed to work on, I then now start to exhibit negative traits. I then start trying to beat time to get quicker results. I then now develop different traits that we can term the popular word, which is the evil. It would take form in a lot of things. It would take form in trying to steal money or time or resources or cheat people. It could take a form of envy, impatience, and these things lead to anxiety, depression. So the first thing to override in your brain is trying to get and using everything you have and you've been built for, everything you're supposed to be discovering and being enriched and fulfilling in life, and this attraction, using it just to look for the results, just to look for money. And money, when we say it here, it doesn't have to be like just looking for cash. It's also looking for the actual value without pursuing the value. So it's looking for the end result of someone's product. The thing about this process is getting to fall in with love, with the thing you're supposed to do, with the thing that enables life, is discovering the life in you and different ways to express that. And the money will come as an end result. So, this, not ignoring the fact that we need cash to run our bills, we are going to be exploring different ways that we're going to make cash. Just through the process, consciously rethink about this, rewatch this video. If you have questions about money and thinking about it, feel free to ask in the comments. And this is just a base we would use to build off into the next level. And on the next session, we're going to be talking about the different parts of the quadrant of this pyramid and how that could, relate with you, where you could start off from, depending on what you're discovering, if you have more time, if you have more money, or you're already thinking of a future or how to work back from that. So, thank you for joining the series and go and see you on the next one. Bye bye.